Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. MoggieX, WildStab and BigChief here from UKMD, just showing you some of the things about World of Tanks. It's a free MMO that you could download from worldoftanks.eu, I believe. We're going to take you through some of our maps, some of our favourite tanks. We're going to start with some big tanks, but don't worry, we've got, I think, about 55 between us, so we'll get through them as much as we can. And then we'll have a laugh sailing through it together.
This map's called Mountain Pass. I'm MoggieX, by the way. You'll see me at the top of the other two noobs. You can see me in the E100, not the girls' tank called the IS7 or the really soft and spongy T30.
Super spongy.
Yeah, super spongy. And I'm not particularly I'm not particularly impressed that we got an AMX-50B because that's got one of the cartridge rounds in there, and they really do hurt. But I am personally looking forward to shooting and killing the Bat Chat, mainly because I want one. Chief and Wild, what do you reckon of this lineup?
Oh, to be honest, I'm looking for the side of that Lowe and the back of that T95. But to be honest, with the cannon that I've got on my thing, as long as I can get them to shoot you rather than shoot me, I'm fine.
I agree with T95, they're horrible.
My biggest need is just to find every medium, because that's what the IS7 does best. It takes out mediums, but when it comes to other big heavies, you're kind of lacking there.
Yeah, you are a bit. But the IS7 is that the fastest tier 10? Well, pre-French tanks coming in.
Oh yeah, pre-French tank probably.
See how I'm in the middle of the E100 and the T30 on the lineup? I think that's a pretty good description of the IS7. It's probably the second fastest since the introduction of the French tree.
You think it's slower than the T30?
No, it's faster than the T30. That's why it's second. The AMX is the fastest. Then it's the IS7.
Oh, then
it's the T30.
Right, my bad.
Since the French tree. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, an E100's down here somewhere because it doesn't make much
with the mouse.
It's good for getting right in there, but you'll not exactly inflict a lot of damage unless you're got an E100 pal or a T30 pal beside you.
Yeah, it's alright.
I'll tell you what, let's go and kick off this battle, and let's go and have a quick overview to how this battle pans out, because I reckon we might do alright.
Well, as it's pre-recorded, I'm pretty sure we will do just fine.
I think we might do as well. So this is the beginning of the battle on Mountain Pass, and if you just quickly watch each one of these screens, you'll notice that we're all quite spatially aware and doing our best to avoid other tanks. It drives me nuts, and I won't ask Wild because he'll end up swearing the same for Chief, but we're all very aware of where the tanks are around us, and that's a big one, because the last thing, especially in these big tanks, we don't want to get cut up by, say, an MX going in front of us.
I don't know if you noticed, but me and Moggie have paint jobs on ours, and we don't really want our paint scratched because it costs us a lot of money to put it on there.
I know, it drives the crew mad.
Wild's pretty cheap, so
I don't waste my credits on paint and things in it. But you guys spend all sorts of credits on that, so you know, pros and cons. I guess we can go through that another time.
Well, that's something for the future.
Yeah, we have plans for the My Little Pony mod later on, but that's a video for another day.
If you notice here, as the T30 is pretty squashy, and the next squashy after that is the I7, we both pulled behind Moggie and let Moggie go first for this bit.
I am assuming the role of the bait tank, or movable armour.
Or the sponge.
Moggie cut me up there, but
I'd just like to point out that I did actually set that T30 on fire then.
Yeah, hit me. Cool. Hit me in the turret.
And just to prove how bad the IS7 is, I actually missed this T30 twice, I think.
High five!
Woo!
Yeah, Chief, you're up in the top right-hand corner, and we've got Wild and T30 in the top left-hand corner, and then we've got myself, MoggieX, as the E100 in the bottom corner. So you can see that each one of these screens are exactly timed together, so you can see what the IS7's up to. So Chief's now legging it across the bridge.
You both just killed something. That was good of you. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
At this stage, all I've done at this stage is miss a T34 and miss a T30, I think. Although I did some good damage around this corner.
Just having a pop at that tiger.
I thought
I set him on fire as well. Was that
This is
two I
great.
set on fire?
Chief charges through. I'll handle this.
yeah, I thought, yeah, I'm gonna steal some kills. Yeah, that turns out to work out pretty badly for me later on in this video.
I've been smacked at this age. I'm 338 health. I think.
Yeah, so you've backed off and done the sensible thing to back off out of the
Ironically
main battle.
enough, though, the IS4 that I'm facing has the exact same gun as my IS7. I've done 0 damage to him, and he is pretty much owning me. So it's really frustrating.
Better to be owned by an IS4 than a Lowe. I mean, that would be really embarrassing if he killed you. Oh. What's going on with your screen at the bottom there, Moggy? It seemed to be getting a bit funny.
It'll come back in a moment.
So I want to follow Chief on this bit because I didn't get to see this firsthand.
I've taken to using the Bruce Force tactic, which is called ramming.
Oh, Chief, killed by the Lowe.
But I'm
See,
gonna have to stop
that is
here
a pretty
because someone's
big
just come to my
indignity
door.
right there.
In the front?
I reckon he might have been using premium shells, to be honest. If he done that damage in the front, pretty sure it was premium shells.
I'm
Not
getting
because
really
the time's
lucky at
good.
this point, to be honest, because I'm out there with getting shot by this stuff, still on 330 health, and I'm losing tracks, and it's glancing off my turret and all sorts. So I could have been dead as well, but
Well, I just took out the IS4 and then pinned down the Lowe, and it was it was you, Wild, which took out the Lowe in the end.
vengeance.
Vengeance. Yeah.
We'd like to go back to Big Chief, but he appears to be dead. That's why the top right-hand screen is in crow view, because he's got killed by a Lowe, didn't you?
Oh, was it a Lowe? Oh. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
Lowe.
I've killed 2 or 3 by this point, but I can't actually tell out from the recording how many it's saying. But
It was 3 and I'm sat on 2.
oh, okay, I like that way around.
Don't worry, I get mine back in a moment. So
Yeah,
we're
I
off to
thought
go
you
and
were
cap
gonna
the
shoot
point, and if you watch both ourselves, we're at 2. Number 1, we've let the T29 go on in front as cannon fodder.
Both hit the brakes on a little bit.
Let them go on in front, let's see what you can spot. But you notice that we're going right to the back of the cap point because there's an artillery left, and the likely place for the artillery is that it's going to be in those woods, and you'll see that we're both paying quite a lot of attention to those woods.
I was panicking.
And, yeah, what's going on here?
I thought I might have missed him on the hill at this point because I was looking in the trees, and then every now and again I was scraping back to the hill to see if he was on the hill because I couldn't figure out where he'd gone. And then this type popped up to the top of the hill and he spotted us. As soon as we seen the type, really, you could tell that the RT was going to be down there as well.
Normally, you wouldn't really worry too much about artillery, but he is a big artillery.
And we're both low on health.
And you're both low on health, but he is a nasty piece of equipment.
Indeed, and that's now us. I've just taken out that type, so we're now 3 kills each.
And this is where I thought you were going to shoot me.
It did cross my mind. It did cross my mind.
I wasn't overly impressed that was my daily double either.
So that concludes our first video. We hope that you've been and enjoyed it. If you've got any feedback or any suggestions on what you'd like us to cover, we'd love to hear from you, and you can leave a comment just below this video, and one of us will get back to you directly. In some of the other videos which we've got coming up, we're going to be specifically covering the 7.2 update. This is mainly because a couple of the guys which are in our team have got T30s and T34s, and some of the tanks which will be being changed over to a premium tank, so we can get in there and see how they perform. And also we've got some other topics to cover, such as that some tricks, some mods, and we'll also be doing some reviews of the different tanks as well. So how the way which I feel that a certain tank plays can be completely different to, say, Big Chief or Wild. We all have different playing styles, and different tanks suit our playing styles. So thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to press the like button and leave us a comment below. Cheerio!